Welcome to Funnels and Follow-Up. Thanks for joining us today.
And coffee.
And
Funnels
coffee.
and follow-up and coffee. Let's call
it's the morning edition. You good?
This is the best mug ever. We got it at the Renaissance Festival a couple of years ago. They make these big mugs for beer, but really, and here is my $1 million business tip of the day. Drink a lot of coffee. Get a big mug in the morning. Don't get those silly little, cute coffee cups. Get a big old mug in the morning. If you're going to go out for coffee, shop local.
Absolutely.
Here in Phoenix, Steve's Espresso, personal favorite of ours.
Awesome.
Hey, Steve's.
What's cool about them? It's got pluses and minuses. It's a great place. They make great coffee.
They do. It's delicious.
They don't have Wi-Fi.
No. Steve is this big, let's sit and have coffee and chat. And he's not a big Wi-Fi person, a big internet person, but
there's workarounds. Sometimes you can connect to the restaurant next door or use your phone as a hotspot.
That's right.
That's what we do.
But that's
anyway.
Discussion. In the immortal words of R.J. Redden, anyway.
Yeah. Let's move on from coffee because that's not what we're talking about today.
No, but you need coffee to do what we're about to talk about today.
You need coffee to do anything we're about to do any day.
Pretty much. But today we're going to talk about video. And for those of you who are listening on the podcast version and the audio only version, definitely has its place. Podcasts, audio only have its place. And I'm going to start by saying this. Whatever you do, all right, as far as video goes, make an audio file of it as well. And throw it up there as a podcast, because if people want to follow you and they want to take you into their car, they can listen on a podcast.
Yes, they can.
They can absolutely listen on a podcast, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes. There was a couple we interviewed once called the 7-Minute Millionaire, I think was the name of their show. 7 minutes, boom, and done. And they had a great piece of information in 7 minutes, on, off, done.
And today it's so easy to get the audio from your video file. We use, in this case, so you guys know what we use, it's called StreamYard. It is a great program. It lets us put up our video and stream it to two different places at once. That's how we're on Facebook and YouTube right now.
Yeah, we have an affiliate link for that, don't we?
No, we don't. Not yet. I have to get one.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find it. Look on our anyway.
CohenCoaching.com/resources. Anything we talk about, anything we like, it's in CohenCoaching.com/resources.
Now, the purpose of me saying what I'm using is because what they have available when you're done with the live stream, what we're doing right now, for those that are watching us live, when we're done, it allows us to download a video file so we can put it any place we want, and a separate audio file. So you don't even have to do anything. You just get the files, and I then take the audio file here and I upload it to all of the podcast places. Actually, upload it to one place and they distribute it to all of that's iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We are on all of those platforms because StreamYard makes it easy for me to go ahead and just grab the audio.
Yeah.
So that's enough of the audio. Let's talk what we're supposed to be talking about today. Video.
So
the radio.
Video. Okay. For those of you who don't know, that was, what was that? An 80s tune?
80s Children. Yes. That was, I believe, was the first music video on MTV.
On MTV. Right. And then MTV got hip and they decided to have VH1 for everybody who started on MTV but was getting old. So
now we think it's just the oldies channel for us.
Yeah, so now it's just the oldies channel.
But video is important. Here's why I think video is so important. And I got this because there are some coaches and thought leaders out there, or call themselves thought leaders, that you never see their face.
No.
How can you make a personal connection with somebody if you don't have any clue what they look like.
Well, that's photography, and that's like a whole other thing where
No, but I'm talking video. They're doing videos.
you're
But
doing video.
it'll be caricatures, kind
Yeah,
of like our logo that we have for Funnels and Podcast Funnels and Follow Up Show. The logo is cartoon figures of us.
yeah.
Can you imagine a whole show of just that up there and us talking?
This.
It's also up in the corner of the screen.
Yeah, and it's an adorable little cartoon of us. But I know you're talking about one person in particular.
Well, no, I've seen it on more than one people. Yeah.
Okay, so number one, if you aren't getting personal, you're not getting personal. What does that mean? That means that if you're hiding behind something, you're hiding behind an avatar all the time. I'm not talking about the avatar that Barry and I teach you about. We're talking about that, like right up in the corner. If you're watching us, if you go to our if you go to our website, cohencoaching.com, and I think it's on the Funnels and Follow Up page, right? Our little logo. If you do that all the time, you're not getting personal. You're hiding behind something. You don't want people to know your true self. What are you hiding? What are you hiding? To make a personal connection, you have to look someone in the eye. You've got to be face to face. And yes, your audio is great, and absolutely pick up the phone because your voice is great, but video allows you to do that personal. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you here. I'm talking to you.
And we do, a lot of the stuff we do almost exclusively is on Zoom, conference calling, when we're working with our clients. There are rare occasions where we just do telephone, but that's typically only if there are technical problems.
Right.
Because we want to see who we're talking to, and we want our client or whoever we're talking to see us. There's so much that you gain from body language and from facial expressions, where if it feels like a one-way conversation. If it is not both of you on screen.
Right. Right.
But, yeah, and now this is just one aspect of video. Let's talk about your visibility online using video a little bit.
So your visibility online is greatly increased through video. Once upon a time, and you'll still hear it, write a book. Write a book, write a book, write a book, write a book, write a book.
Should I write a book?
Maybe. It will gain you credibility, and it will. Okay, no offense to any of my publishing friends, any of our our book writing friends. It will absolutely gain you visibility. It will absolutely give you authority.
And if you have a book in you, you should write it.
And if you have a book in you, you should write it. No question about that. And some people aren't writers. Barry is one of them. Barry is most of them. Some people need something faster than writing a book and getting it out there. And by the way, for those of you who wrote a book for the sake of writing a book, and I have a shelf full of these books, I'm not mentioning any names, but for those of you who wrote a book for the sake of writing a book, and it says absolutely nothing about absolutely nothing, you bring your credibility down. So don't do a quick write of a book. Don't do I can bang this out overnight and that means I have a book because I have a cover book. No. If you're going to do a book, do a book. Think about it. What do you want the outcome to be? What do you want the reaction of people to be? And write a book. If you don't have the time, if you don't have the energy, if you don't have the inclination, do video.
Video is so easy. All you got to do, you can do live videos if you want, and it could be absolutely free. Get onto Facebook, do a Facebook Live, go onto YouTube Live. It's available to everybody for free. And what? You don't have a video camera? If you have a laptop, you have a video camera. If you have, like Catherine was just holding up, if you have a mobile phone, you have a video camera. It's not difficult. You don't have to edit things. You don't have to put in all of the intros and the outros. You don't need that. All you need is the camera and a way to get it out there. Simple.
What you do need is the camera and a way to get it out there. You should have good lighting. Right now, I have a light in front of me on the wall. I have a light overhead.
And Barry needs much better lighting in his
Barry
office.
needs much better lighting. We have sunshine coming in, and I've got a blue stand-up light. And we play around with the lights, and we try to do different things. And at different times in the day, the light's got to move to different places if you're doing it in the office, in a studio. You could do it outside and use daylight. Just make sure that you look good. And when you are outside and you look at your phone, which is probably where you're going to be doing it if you're doing it outside, and you look at your phone and you look like crap, guess what? You're going to look like crap. If you look good, you're going to look good.
So how do I make myself look good? Is it
Just be a
possible?
little brighter. Yeah, no, you are very handsome, honey. You are very handsome.
That, for our audience, that's fishing for a compliment.
Yeah, that's called fishing for a compliment. He does it
And I
all.
got one. I win.
You win. So you need good lighting. You need good sound. We have mics on our desk, and these mics double for when we do our coaching. This is the video, this is the camera, and this is the mic that we use for our coaching, and this is the lighting. And again, that's that personalized touch.
And as you move forward and you're more comfortable, you can do things differently. You can have better lighting. One of our dear friends, mentors, and coaches, Jane Powers, she has this bright blue background wall, and she's a redhead, and she just pops off of that wall, off of that background. So think about those things.
Right.
If you're going to be doing video often, do you want to do something like that? I chose to put a screen behind me because really behind the screen is a credenza that's filled with printers and all sorts of electronic equipment. Nobody needs to see that. They really don't. So I put a screen up behind me. So at least everything is clean and professional and neat looking.
That's right.
Some people do a green screen.
Some people do a green screen. So there's a lot of choices on what to do and how you look. Don't make it distracting. Don't make your background distracting, because what you want is you want to make sure that your content comes through. So we're talking about video as a way to gain you expertise in your field quickly. A book takes a long time. Writing can sometimes take a long time, and distribution can take a long time, but you should write, and you may want to write a book, and doing blogs are great, especially if you have a list, an email list to get it out to, but something that's fast and very repurposable.
Repurposable
Is video.
Is that a real word, though?
I just made it up, so it's real.
I'm going to look it up later.
Repurposable.
Okay.
Look it up. Look it up.
But definitely, that is absolutely whatever you're doing. First of all, let's back up here a second. Let's talk. Not only do you need a camera, mic, lighting, if you need content, you need something to talk about.
Remember that book I was telling you about that some people write just to get a book out, and it's filled with nonsensical nothing. Like, I read this book one time, and it was a life story book. This was my life, and these were the things that happened. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, no, cuckoo. And then it went into, so here's how you do this other thing. Like, it was this life story book, and these were my challenges, and this is how I got through them and everything. And here's how you build a house. So the purpose of this book is to show you how to build a house. What?
So stay focused
to your content. There's got to focus. And the same thing with the video.
Stay focused. Make sure you don't need to have a script if you're going to do video content.
Please don't read off a script.
Yeah. Just have a topic if you need, have some bullet points.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's how we used to do it with, let's have the topic, let's have the bullet points. We even had scripts at one point. Now what we do, what's the topic? Today is going to be power video. Okay, Catherine, write me a blurb to get out onto the onto Facebook and YouTube as a description, and we're done and go. Because we've been doing this for so long. Not specifically this show, but we've been doing video, we've been doing speaking, we've been doing talking about business for so long in different aspects. We're able to just take the topic and run with it.
Don't go off your track. Stay on your track when you're doing this with the topics. Stay on your track, because this is what makes you the expert in your field.
Yes.
Talking about what you do every single day makes you an expert in your field. And giving a tip. Always give a tip or two. Don't give.
So our tip for today is get a really big coffee cup from the Renaissance Festival.
That's our tip for today. Our tip
Look at
for
the size
today,
of this thing.
it's like the size of my head.
And so remember what we said about staying focused. It's okay to have a little comic relief in there.
Right. If that's your personality.
Yes.
Please don't change personalities to be on video.
You must be authentic.
You must be authentic.
Your authentic self always. That's part of your brand. And that's a whole different topic, a whole different video that we'll do. But it's all part of your brand. Be yourself. Speak eloquently and clearly.
Yes.
If you're a mumbler, you don't want to be doing audio or video. You want to train your voice first.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to train your voice. You don't have to be accentless, but if your accent is so heavy that the language that you're speaking in needs subtitles, I'm thinking of the show, I think it's called Swamp People or something, where they're speaking in English and they were born and raised in America, but they have to have subtitles underneath their words.
I think some Canadians need subtitles too.
No, they don't. Stop making fun of the Canadians.
Can't help it. It's so easy. And they don't fight back because they're so nice.
They are very nice. But you are going off topic with video.
I know. I absolutely am. It is all about getting your mug out there on social media, wherever it happens to be. So people know you. They know your expertise. They know you are the go-to expert. That's what it's all about. Because
and you have to be on the right social media.
Oh, absolutely. You won't find us doing things on Pinterest.
No. I look up Pinterest all the time. Lovely recipes, beautiful colors for your house if you're going mid-century modern. Not the place for us. Is it the place for you?
Correct.
We don't know. And by the way, you can always hop on a call and ask us. We're there for you. We're there for you.
We are there for you. Schedule time with us.
Absolutely.
Income acceleration session, 30 minutes, absolutely free. No obligation. Just talk to us.
It's all about you.
That's right.
It's all about you. But I won't discuss house colors with you. That requires a martini or something. What social media platforms are you on? Are you putting your video on? And the great thing about video is that it can be repurposed. It can be repurposed for a lot of things. Like we had a video of us done when we were teaching, when we had a one-day workshop, a two-day workshop actually a couple of weeks ago. You want to talk a little bit about that and what we are hoping to do with it?
Yeah, and eventually I'll actually pull the video files and look at them. We just haven't had a chance to do that yet. The opportunity hasn't arisen, but
we have to do a shout out. We have to do a shout out to who did the video.
Gandalf the Grateful.
And
awesome
Bob
work.
the Builder.
Bob the Builder. Thank you guys so much. And look, it's still taped to your card. I haven't taken it out yet. I'm working on it. Trust me. But what we're going to use that for is because we like to do speaking. We want to create what's called a sizzle reel, where you're taking bits and pieces of your talk, putting it together in just a quick video to send out to the people that want to hire speakers or bring speakers into their organization, so they have an idea of your style, your personality, what you talk about, how you engage with the audience. So that's one of the ways we're going to be using this video.
Another way that we might be using, and we don't know yet, but another way that we might be using this video is to cut it up into bits and have it as a teaching tool. Because we teach, you know, when we do our full day workshops, our 3-day workshops, whatever we do, we teach.
A lot.
And so if you are speaking, have someone video you for a couple of different reasons. One, sizzle reel. 2, can you cut it up and distribute it out there as, again, showing your expertise, showing what it is that you do better than anyone else. That's instant credibility. That's instant expertise.
Yes.
Quicker than almost anything else you can do out there.
Yeah. And what Catherine said also earlier about repurposing.
Yeah.
If you do a live video, you can always download that video, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. LinkedIn now is rolling out live videos where you could do it there, but take the downloaded video and put it out to your other social media outlets. Put it up there. It's getting your expertise out there. It's getting your face in front of other people. Remember, when they see your face, they trust you more, unless you're really, really ugly. No.
Well, you could be ugly and trustworthy if you have an untrustworthy face.
Yeah.
Untrustworthy face.
Okay. So is that face shaming?
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah. Okay. You could be as ugly as you want, be out there.
I could say something mean like, yeah, we put you on video, but I won't.
Well, exactly.
But I won't.
That was a softball I lobbed up there for you.
When you're doing video, you know, make sure your background is clean. You don't have, if this video is tilted anymore, you might see my credenza, which has all my files on it. And it's not that it's a mess. It's not that it's horrible, but it's distracting. Again, it's, you know, it's distracting. Sometimes when we teach a class, which we, as we said, we do on Zoom, sometimes we have our cats jump on the desk. And it's fun and funny in the class because that goes back and forth. It's a mastermind. It goes back and forth. And you can have that in your video without it being distracting.
Yes.
Without, you know, if our little Miss Naboo, who usually jumps on my desk, comes up, you might see a tail pass. And it's fun and funny. It makes you human. Videos make you very human, and we want to do business with people that we know, like, and trust. And that human aspect really helps a lot.
It sure does. People are seeing who you are.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm finding the most important thing. People see who you are, because you could write a blog on the same exact topic that you're doing a video on. And I think people will engage more with the video than they will with the written word.
Absolutely.
Only because they're seeing personality in there. It's not just, I mean, you can get your personality in your text, in your typing, but it's not the same thing. You don't get the intonations. You don't get the facial expressions.
Another great way that video is being used, and actually our one of our clients is doing this spectacularly, is through summits. Gathering up your, I want to say, power partners. And that's a real networking word. That's a real BNI word. But power partner is, the easiest example of a power partner is, if you're a real estate agent, your power partners are the mortgage people who are, who are pre-qualifying, and you as a real estate agent send referrals to the mortgage person sends you referrals. A home inspector, back and forth. Another power partner would be a title company. And then other power partners would be people who fix up the house before it sells, people who fix up the house after it sells. So those are power partners. There's you in the middle.
People with the same audience as you.
people with the same audience. And this also are a joint venture or JV partners. If you want to find out more about JV partners, Jay Facette, king of JV partnerships. But when you do a summit, it's you and people who share a similar audience with you, and you're all on video. It gives everybody credibility. It allows people from near and far who want to see you, who want to learn from you and the other people that you bring on board to the summit. It allows people who are far away to not have to hop on a plane, to not have to, get a hotel room or whatever, and instead to be able to simply watch from the comfort of their home and learn something and get something. And again, credibility. There's a lot of credibility in doing an online summit. So that's another way of using video that's becoming very popular.
And let's just give a shout out to our client. That's Stacy Brayuka. So go looking for Stacy, and yeah, if you're looking to do a summit, she's the gal.
Yeah, right. Brayuka on, and it's Braiuca, Brayuka. Dear Lord, she's going to kill me if I spelled her name wrong.
BRA. I don't know. It's doneforyousummits.com.
Doneforyousummits.com. Doneforyousummits.com. Oh dear Lord, that's the easiest way to get in touch with Stacy. So that's another way that video has become extremely popular. Extremely popular is to do a summit. And from summits, you can do online television shows, but it's all involving video. It's all involving you being in front of a camera and speaking out there to your audience, and speaking to the people that you want to attract. Another great way of using video is in your drip campaign. And Barry and I do that a lot. Barry, you want to talk about how you can attach your video to your email, okay, stuff like that?
Let's just be clear. Emails do not have videos in them. So just understand that. You're not going to send an email that has a video in it. The files are way too big, and most email providers won't let them go through or let them even out of your mailbox.
And that's why I defer to Barry on the technical stuff.
So what you'll have—
Talk tech, honey, talk tech.
What you'll have is an image of a video in your email that when people click on it, it's going to go to a web page that has the video in there. So you want to create your video, and there's many, many services out there that you can use for that. We happen to use Kartra because we use it for everything. CohenCoaching.com/Kartra, Kartra. Just
go ahead and put that up there, and I'll talk a little bit more about that.
Okay.
When you do an email, and you do an email that blasts with video that has the link to the video, don't type a lot. Don't do a lot of typing. Have your message in video. That message needs to be really short and sweet.
That's a typo. Go ahead.
That message needs to be short and sweet. You need to get to the point right away. But again, with the video, with doing video, you're connecting with somebody. We've seen it over and over and over again. We've done the tests, and you can look anywhere on the internet for the information on the tests. Videos get opened far more than just an email. If somebody sees a video, they're going to click on the video. They want to know what you're saying. They want to know what you're talking about. Video is a far, far better way of connecting with people than, just an email.
And let me just also follow up that if you're using video in an email campaign, keep the videos short. I would no more than 2 to 3 minutes.
Right.
Keep it short. If you really want to get fancy with it, do it with captions as well. subtitle it. That's a whole technical thing. We are not going to get into that here at all. But that's if somebody wants to know what you're saying, but for whatever reason they can't turn on their audio at the time, they don't want to turn their speakers up at the time. Maybe they're at work, maybe they don't want to disturb somebody else that's in the room, but they want to see it. They could still read what you're saying.
Right. And if you have the ability to do captioning, and there are programs out there that do this, if you have the ability to do captioning, do it, because the audio input, the visual input of seeing the person saying it, and the visual input of reading the words makes a bigger impact. So when you can do that, it definitely makes a bigger impact than, just doing a video. Video is, video and audio are just, one new cool thing on top of another. It's amazing what's going on. Another way to use video is through quick thank you notes. So we talked about doing email campaigns. By the way, if you're doing a campaign, don't have a video in every single campaign.
In
every email, right? Don't have a video in every single email. Do video, text, something like that. But a thank you note.
Oh, those are great.
Quick thank you note. Whether it's that you met somebody, that somebody, you were somewhere and they filled out your card and they want more information. Hey, hi. It's Barry and Catherine Cohen. Just wanted to say once again, thank you so much for downloading for doing that, whatever. And you can make them personalized. There are programs out there that allow you to personally create and send a video, and even track opens, track all that sort of stuff. So look into it. I think Bonjoro is
one. We also have Dub that you could use. There's so many of them out there.
Dub is another one.
So there's a ton of them out there, but again, keep it short, especially if you're going to be doing a bunch of them.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, if you're doing a lot of them and they're long, you're going to be exhausted by the time you finish going through them. So just short, like Catherine said, short and sweet. Thank you so much for X, Y, and Z. I look forward to seeing you, speaking with you, working with you in the future. Hugs and kisses, Barry and Catherine. Yeah. So
video is the best way to gain credibility, to have an instant connection, to position yourself as the leader in your industry. Video is huge in SEO, on Facebook. Video is getting big on LinkedIn. So if your audience is on Facebook, great. If your audience is on LinkedIn, we so often just don't acknowledge the power of LinkedIn, and it's huge. Video is huge all over the place as a thank you note. I think, in my opinion, things are coming full circle.
Okay. Explain.
So we had, text, only text. Like even your mother was starting to text us. Your mother, who's 80 something years old, was starting to communicate via text. And I'm like, Izzy, no, you're not. I'm sorry. You're not doing this. So everybody was texting. Nobody was picking up the phone and calling. Everybody was texting, or they were messaging or something like that. And now I think things are coming full circle where we're taking the technology, but we're getting more personal. With the text, you could be behind a wall. With the emails, you could be behind a wall. But with the video, you're right there. You're making that personal connection with somebody. I really believe things are coming full circle where we're beginning to realize that we lost the personal touch. That we're hiding behind our keyboard.
So here's the question though. And we're talking specifically about business now, because we could talk about the younger generation who their posture is now this. Everything is done. Everything.
Love of all that's holy. See a chiropractor.
Everything is looking down. But we, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, we have to figure out what our audience wants and how they want it, and they want to see Catherine's beautiful face.
Barry's,
yeah, that's backwards. It's driving me crazy.
It drives you crazy. Barry's beautiful face. Smile, connect, look people in the eye. On Zoom, I can look Barry in the eyes, and yes, it looks a little weird with me looking at Barry and not at my video, but you go back and forth. So I look at Barry and then I look at the video so Barry can at the camera so Barry can look at me, and do that. You can do that for one-to-ones. You can do one-to-ones on Zoom, so you're not having to drive here, there, and everywhere.
Hold on. For those that don't know what one-to-ones are.
Oh, sorry.
We need to one-to-one is if you're part of a network. If you're part of a networking group or networking organization, you have weekly meetings, things like that. You want to get together with the members of the meeting and have conversations, learn more about them, get to know them much deeper than their 30-second commercial. So it's called a one-to-one. Typically, traditionally, it's been go grab a cup of coffee somewhere.
And that's still great. We're going to do that. In the next couple of days, we got a couple lined up. I love my coffee.
But the other option, which we've done many times, is just create a Zoom call.
Yeah.
It's very simple. You could still see each other. You still have the look into my eyes, touching going on. That's just creepy. Don't do that again. Okay, I'll still marry you.
For those
I did.
For those in the podcast, I got real close to the camera. So
with
every once in a while, podcast people, you got to go on YouTube and check out our channel.
Absolutely. Funnels and follow-up. Well, Cohen Coaching Channel, Funnels and Follow-Up playlist. That's how you find us. Anyway, I want to keep going here because we're starting to run out of time on this show. So let's keep talking.
About the one-to-ones.
We were talking about one-to-ones. Yeah. So it's when you get together and do that. So video is another great tool to do your one-to-ones. You don't have to go into, you don't have to waste that time traveling to and from wherever you're going to meet.
Right. It makes it again, it keeps you personal. And I think that's the name of the game. It's getting personal again. Let's get personal. Let's make that connection. Let's have that touch. So here we are, coming full circle. Use the power of video. Start slow, start simple. Do a Facebook Live, do a LinkedIn Live.
And I would even say, don't even do a live. Create a video on your phone or on your computer. Just create a video. And if you like it, post it to Facebook, post it to LinkedIn, post it to YouTube. I think that's going live right off the bat. What I think is people are scared. What if I make a mistake? What if I don't look professional? What if I fumfer in my words? What if I a lot? Do I a lot?
No, not really.
Don't answer that.
Not really. You do want to look professional. Unless you're doing a lifestyle video, and part of the lifestyle video is that here I am in my pajamas at 3:00 in the afternoon, and here's my screen, and I just made $1 million in my pajamas. Hey, great, God bless, more power to you. Look professional, be professional. Yeah, I think Barry's absolutely right. I think doing a few recorded videos first and posting them up there is great. Figure out who your audience is. Figure out who your avatar is. Beth, throw up the avatar.
Hold on a second. First, people are not just scared about going live.
Maybe terrified.
Yes, Liddy. And again, for those on audio only, one of our viewers, Liddy Shively, and a dear client of ours, she said maybe terrified about going live.
That's right. That's right. So go ahead and record something and put it out there. Make it, You can make it long, like this podcast, video cast. You can make it a short 2 or 3 minute weekly tip. You can do a lot of different things, and you can use video in a lot of different places. But again, video will bring you credibility quicker than anything else out there, because people can look at you, they can see you, they can connect with you, and you have way more believability when you're looking someone in the eye, even though we're not technically, but we are. And by seeing us, you have more believability in us. We have more credibility with you than if I just posted up a blog. Or
you said you want me to put up our avatar. You mean our
avatar,
logo?
Right. So the create my avatar, the website.
Oh. Wait a second. I don't know what you're asking for now. CreateMyAvatar.com. Is that what you want?
CreateMyAvatar.com.
That one.
We were talking about when you do your video, whether you're going live or you record it and put it up on social media, you want to put it up in the right places on social media. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. If you're not sure about the right places on social media, please download our free CreateMyAvatar.com worksheet, and that's Create My Avatar, AVATAR.com. Download that. It's a worksheet and go through it. Who is your ideal high-paying client? When you know who your ideal high-paying client is, you will know what social media to put your videos on. If your ideal high-paying client is a 55-year-old business professional woman who's married, Snapchat is likely not the place I am hanging out to see your video. Just saying. So CreateMyAvatar.com will help you in choosing the right social media platform for your message. Doing a video, doing many videos will get you better at doing videos, and it will help you connect.
So get yourself comfortable in front of the camera. It's not hard. It's very easy.
Yep.
And again, if you record it first, watch it. And if it sounds, let me back. We all know we sound like crap to ourselves.
Yeah.
When you play it back, you're not going to like your voice. That's okay. Get past that and just make sure the words are coming out clearly. Make sure that you're not mumbling. And again, if you have a heavy accent where subtitles are needed, work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless that's where your audience is and you're very local, which is fine.
Subtitle anyway. We talked a little bit about that, but work with a speaking coach. Work with someone who will help you speak more clearly. Whatever your language, whatever your accent, make sure that you're clear.
Yeah. And again, we're not talking about, Catherine with her New York accent.
Barry.
Say coffee.
Coffee.
See, out here they say coffee.
But I don't say coffee. Like you used to say coffee.
What's the clear stuff that you drink out of the faucet?
Water. Not water.
Not water. It's water. Water. Anyway, I think you guys get the hint, get the idea with that. Just want to make sure that people understand what you're saying. It's the words are coming out clearly. That has nothing to do with the messaging or the thoughts. It's just making sure you physically speak clear enough that people are understanding what you're saying. It's as simple as that. If you're a very fast talker, slow down. If you're a very slow talker,
speed it up. Make sure you know what you want to say before the camera starts rolling so that you're not all over the place. Grace yourself with some bullet points. And as we say all the time, what is the end result? What do you want people to do at the end? For you, our listening audience today, we want you to try doing a video. We want you to get your message clear. And if you're not sure where to put your video, we want you to download our worksheet, and we want you to get on a call with us, and really, so we can help you with your messaging. Make sure that the points are clear and get it out there. Just do it.
And on that note, let me give you all the places that you could find us before we sign off. Find us on Facebook at Funnels and Follow Up. Find us on YouTube. Our channel is Cohen Coaching, but we do have a specific playlist for this show called Funnels and Follow Up. You can find us on all of the podcast places. It's iTunes, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify. All of those, find us at Funnels and Follow Up. If you want to reach us, just get us at any one of those locations. There's a contact us on every place you can find us. So with that, that's a lot of stuff. We'll see everybody next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.